it's another week of perfect Highlander gameplay. Some of that good stuff, some of that bad stuff, and some of that stuff that's make you gonna go, ah, yeah! I'm here with your boy, Dolphin on production, and my name's Jamon, and I'm here with Rogue, the man, the myth, the legend, the man with the stats, the man to make it all crazy, the man that's gonna explode onto the scene, the medic man himself. Rogue, how you doing today, bro?
I'm good. What an introduction. What an honor. Yeah. Listen, chat, time to wake up. Well, good morning for all those of you waking up at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, this we got a real game on our hands. So happy to be here with you, Jamon. Yeah, I was just like kind of lamenting, you know, when you're having that like moment in the shower, staring at the wall, all of time infinitely passes forwards and backwards simultaneously. And I'm thinking, what a great season of Highlander this has been. Like for, you know, Mr. Warabi here to be contending for playoffs with like the best spread, and not only are these teams really fun to watch, so we have like a legitimately interesting game here even in week 7, but also they make the other teams so good too. Like, you know, it's not an easy season for Witness when your scrim partners are this good. It's not an easy season for the Dementor team when you have to go against Witness and against, again, all these other teams that are taking rounds off you. They'll also score on steal. So I'm just super, I'm tickled pink by the quality of teams we got this season. So let's see who makes it to playoffs.
Listen, man, and the playoffs could go kind of silly, kind of stupid. But what I really will tell you, what a little insight too with this game. But before I even talk about the teams, bro, we gotta hit these rosters. Which might as well go ahead with W Corporation, Mr. Warabi's corporation, with the big stuff. With starting off, we got Average on Scout, we got Sawala on Soldier, we got Dope on Pyro, we have Fuzz on Demo. We have Poi mid, no, on heavy. We have Brand Movic on engineer. We have Vandy on medic. We have Brian on sniper. And we have Blue Walrus on spy yet again, bro. Oh my goodness.
All right, and on the Witness Gaming side, the team we've, you know, if anyone who's a fan of Highlander in the past couple of years knows so many of these esteemed aliases. But first we got Blank on Scout, Ether Soldier, Melon on Pyro, DT Demo Man, Eerie Person on Heavy, Rebel on Engineer, Toy playing Medic, Poseidon on Sniper, and finally, Fish on Spy.
And one thing that's also, while we talk about these teams, Rogue, we did get some information. We did get some news that if the Good Man team, the 2-0 against the Bread, if W Corporation wins, a chance that W Corporation could knock out the Bread Boys right out of the 4th seed, securing their spot. So it's not over. It is their time to shine. It is their time to get it done. Can you dig it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's one of those round robin classics, right? That, like, you know, the results of other teams' matches kind of affect the final standings. So it really is anyone's game, you know. But I think it kind of rounds out in a fun way where, like, you know, even matches that you think are easy at the beginning of the season, those rounds end up really mattering here at the last minute. So, like, when you look at your final scorecard and lay it all on the table, like, how well did you play throughout the season? Did you get those upsets where it mattered? Did you hold it down when you were favored? You know, because if those things did happen, then, you know, we'd be looking at a very different shakeup for playoffs here. So yeah, basically we're looking for Mr. Warabi to try and take this one. And on Swiftwater of all maps, this is well, not quite as an uphill battle as on Upward, but it's still not going to be easy.
Listen, it may not be easy, but it's Highlander. Is anything ever easy? No. Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever simple. Unless, you know, maybe you're the top team and you went like, you know, 100-0 in the first season. But along that line, again, it's Highlander. It's never easy. But that's the thing. Where it's never easy, you see high-octane games like this one about to go down. I will be actually really pissed, too, if this ends up in a roll. I will be absolutely pissed. I will be mauling. I will mug both teams. I will cringe and cry. I'll do the whole thing, Rogue. Pray to God. You will see pure anger come out of me today. My month may have been over, but my anger is forever.
Is running the bases around the stages of grief, but like anger, denial, bargaining. What else? I don't know. Acceptance is the last one, so you'll get over it. Is the good news. But in any case, yeah.
It'd be anger, 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 more anger, sadness. There is no acceptance. There's no bargaining. It's just anger.
Just run it back. Take it from the top.
True, bro. But listen, we're gonna have a game. What are your expectations, bro? What do you feel?
I'm gonna go 2-0 for Witness, but I think it's not gonna be easy. I think Mr. Warabi is gonna have like a crazy, like, you know, maybe like a 5-minute time on offense, or like a, you know, a 5-minute hold on defense for 1 point. But here we go with the sacks right quick. Sawala in the sky, going for the rebound actually. Gets nothing for it.
Sawala with a nice little bomb, and then, you know, the sentry gun lives, and then he got air blast, ricocheted, rocketed, killed, everything along the line. And Poseidon's going to pick on the brand mobile too, and Food is actually going to get discovered as well. I saw the first hold so far from the side of Witness Gaming, making the side of these W Corporation Witness Gaming, as we are looking to see. We see Fuzz and Swallow trying to get some space again, trying to and so on. Fuzz completely and utterly getting destroyed right on top of the roof, trying to make some space for the cart, which they do. They get some pressure for the cart. Blank is actually on the cart, getting the kill on the Ram Moment with Fish as well, in position to go ahead and shoot down anybody who stands in his way. After 28 HP, getting the bone living. Buzz and Sawala looking to go ahead and try the reins again, but Sawala this time on the cart. Blank and House being a terror. Oh my god. Just basically trying to accumulate content. Some damage. Edgar, 32 HP. Smack down the air, but it's gonna live. Melon,
Wait,
boy!
Snuck through the river and picked the demo man of all classes. The heavy, yeah, like crouching Buddhist hidden dragon or something here. Yeah, with the Tommy slap, you don't hear that rev. What a pick.
Crouching. Yeah. Crouching Buddhist hidden dragon that should be a team name. Oh man, but so we're looking at 1 minute and 42 seconds here, Rogue. Honestly, it just may be me. I'd say that's pretty average, maybe a little bit slow for it being first, since a lot of people kind of sack it as well. But we do see the likes of, actually, yeah, we do see the likes of W Corp. See if we can go ahead and try to get this pressure top left, but they did throw some people in, and those people got immediately blended. Killed, assimilated into their kills, bro.
Yeah, it's interesting. You, like, as a combo, you can either go upper early and see if you get like a nice pick for an Uber, or teams will support their cart pushers. But like, I kind of like the upper play. You see their cart is in position anyway now that the combo is ready for an exchange, and it does come main.
The Uber coming out main and the gun going down. You know, Witness actually still has Uber. Brian gets the pick on the Poseidon. Now this post fight could be awesome if there are no picks for the side of Witness, but Witness is actually making them Witness Gaming, because the picks are in favor of Witness. Despite losing Rebel, despite losing Poseidon, the post was just better in the last situation, but Blue gets the pick on the Eerie with Fish dying as well. We are starting to see some picks in favor of W Corporation, trying to be no gun as well. Brian has the reins, able to go ahead kind of wide swing. Poseidon looking to challenge as well. Blank dies the average. Witness Gaming still has the height, no gun of any kind whatsoever. Swallow right in the face, trying to just get anybody to go ahead and look at him, and they do. But Toy getting picked up by Blue, and Melon getting sniped by Brian. Wait a minute, they turned this really weird situation into a wait a second, Fuzz, what is going on? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is insane. We saw the likes, and Brian is still collecting picks like he's an auditor, like he's a rent, like he's a landlord. He's collecting rent from his people, from his applicants of any kind, Rogue. This is crazy.
Yeah, Blue Walrus there was on a 5-kill streak clearing out upper, and is still going. Now they have 70 at. They're just charging up. Yeah, charging all the way up this car path here. Van Deer and Play ready to take it. Fuzzy going down a bit, but no blank means there's almost no car pressure except Fish in position, but has no way in.
Blue and Sawala are behind, trying to pick the fight with Ether. Uber does get used from the side of W Corporation. No picks. Blue tried to go onto the DT demo, but Sawala gets the pick on the Toy. Nice little pick from Sawala. Uber ad is in the hands of W Corporation again. Player ad is even. Damage is permanent to the side of Witness Gaming as Poseidon goes down. DT trying to get whatever pick he can, only gets the gun. Ether trying to see if he can salvage any kind of situation. It's gonna go ahead and die. Brian dies by Fish. You see the likes of Witness Gaming players seeing they want to contest this now that they have Toy back. DT just chilling in the pit. It does not look like they're contesting, especially with the cart pressure as well. 4 minutes and 34 seconds with roughly about 30 to 40% Uber addition, with Poseidon also dying to Blue Walrus as well before getting traded out by Ether. Bro, this could be massive.
Well, there's a reason Blue Walrus is on so many of the top teams throughout the past, I don't know, 5 years of history, and showing why on Spy, like, what a cerebral player here, like, finding the right spots and nailing it against, yeah, one of these teams that's phenomenal at spy checking. Right now, they're working their way through upper, getting the card a little bit closer. Let's see, they are taking it through main.
And Buzz is going to be one of the first people to die. That's actually atrocious for an Uber like this. Damage cannot be spread out amongst the team. But Suwala, yet again, with the toy pick, putting the ads back in the hands of W Corporation, with Brian Pinky trying to get a pick, but gets picked himself by the likes of Blank and Rebel. But the ad is in the hands of W Corporation. A nice, steady 30% ad. If they build this really well, they could take this in again, and especially try to save Buzz and not let him die within that Uber. It was a poop Uber, it was a snail Uber, it was a garbage Uber, and it was garbage day. It was not looking good. But the hands back into the likes of W Corporation, they can kind of take this, but they have to take this quick if they want to go ahead and try to land any type of pick whatsoever. They need a plan, and this plan has to be concrete if they want to push this last rogue.
Ooh, Suwala grabbing the gun before the push with the direct hit. Oh, that's why. Oh my god, it's actually getting Eerie Person above the cart. Suwala just ripped apart the whole foundation of this house here on last. And there goes the cart!
Oh my god! Nobody was looking at the cart. Everybody was looking at the combo. Eerie died to the direct hit Suwala Soldier, solidifying the 6-minute, 14-minute time for W Corporation.
Oh, yeah, everyone watching the cart just got two-shot by Suwala on the direct hit. That's incredible. Yeah, really. You know what, though? I really felt like they had a win in that post-Uber just before the final push. Like, you know, when they were basically 3v6, in those positions, I'd say trade everything, right? Like, let's just have everyone die that's alive if we can, even on our side and theirs. Because the defense scramble, like, it's just, they're going to feed onto the cart and you win there. So, okay, they delayed a little bit of 30 seconds before getting the next Uber. But still, I'm super excited when I saw out of them.
Yeah, especially because they didn't even have to use the Uber ad. We had some really weird situations where Buzz was kind of just dying, but I mean, at that point, he was dying in situations where, like, listen, he's using stickies to try to get the gun. You know, there's not really a lot of angles you can do on terms of last to go ahead and get this gun comfortably and not really expose yourself. It happened. It is what it is. But the rest of the team was just kind of getting picks in their respective spots, especially because no pressure, no gun on point. They can just go ahead and pressure that car as much as they want. Now, what's going to be pivotal if they want to go ahead and solidify this win is that Witness Gaming's offensive line pretty much has to be solid all the way across the board. They pretty much cannot waste any time whatsoever if they want to go ahead and try to solidify this round for them.
Yeah, you're right. Whoa, what a shot from Ether.
Oh my god!
Welcome to Invite Kid.
Welcome, wait, averages, collecting the averages. Oh my god, welcome to Invite.
Well, now the offense, yeah, getting bled out pretty quick here. Poseidon, a nice shot there on the average too. So there we go. We have basically the first point. It's a little obligatory here. You know, sort of a soft hold where second is very strong. You can take so many minutes off the clock here. So yeah, minute 44 as well. I think, was that the number for number exact same as first?
I think they had a minute 42 for a bit, so just seconds if anything. But no.
Oh, and I think this included setup time, because, yeah, there's still more than that amount of time left. In any case, Uber comes out in upper. Blank charging forward, Boyd just kind of taking point here. Vander does use back onto Dope. So basically no one down on the defense, only offense losing players, but both medics survive.
That's honestly, for a situation like that, beautiful. You lose some players, have a faster respawn time, it'll work out. But from the likes of W Corporation, they still have height, they still have a gun, so it's up to my brain. You really have to try to see some kind of coordination from the side of Witness Gaming. Now they could do something simple. They could go ahead and try to do a little. Oh wait, speaking of simple, Fish going ahead and making this look like it's a game of Uno when he's the only one with the card left. Witness Gaming is back on the board, pressuring through main. They're doing the situation where I kind of wanted a little death fall after some picks. Boy getting the pick on the fish, Lane getting picked up by Brian, but the likes of Witness Gaming are coming out of main, and they have to back up. The damage is looking too grand for the side of W Corporation. They could not get all the way out of main, but they're trying to peek out a little bit, trying to see if they can get Poseidon some picks. But Brian is going to get this pick onto Poseidon as well with a domination. 4 kills. Uber is out from main. They still have Uber. Uber gets reutilized from the side of W Corporation. It is in their favor. Hella in their favor to go ahead and try to get whatever picks they can. They get DT Melon and Fish. Poi does get picked out, along with Eerie getting picked out, Ether getting picked out as well. It is still in favor of W Corporation as they kept all their players. Ubers are still just about even, but Poi did die. Our engineer's gonna live, gonna get the gun back up as soon as they can, Rogue.
Yeah, this is everything you hope for the defense. Like, just keep cycling Ubers. And right now, yeah, the sort of way you play this defense is you meet with your combo, right? Flu Walrus called their combos in tunnel. Vandier drops down with Fuzzy. They're peeking through main. DT still here. Melon's still here. Ether alone upper. Let's see if he can go for this play onto the gun. Oh, he jumps out onto the medic. Vandier's down.
What in the world? Ether coming back again to show the world that I hope y'all remember I played on Froyo Tech. I know exactly what's going on with these bombs. You know who? Ad for the side of Witness Gaming, and it looks like we do see W Corporation want to hold this. Uber does come out of main. Doesn't look like anyone's dying yet for it, but we have a lot of damage being penetrated up. Buzz is going to be the first one to die, along with Brian as well. The Uber is looking perfect on the side of key picks. No demo, no NG, no sniper. Anthony does get picked up by Poi, and Dope does die as well, but we are starting to keep some key people alive. 2 minutes left on the clock, but we are seeing the side of Witness Gaming going ahead and getting really aggressive. DT trying to see if he can get early on these spawns. Toy does get picked up by Sawala, who has to be 6 for 6, 5 for 5 when it comes to these bed pick hero plays. Where is his protection? Where is Toy's protection? Where is her protection? Where are her Royal Knights that stop anyone who can get these picks at May? DT gets picked off by Blue Walls. They do end up getting the 3rd point. We have 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock, Rogue, and it is looking drastic. 60% Uber ad for the side of W Corporation, and a point so hard to push, it's basically immovable. It's basically an immovable object versus unstoppable force. As Poseidon gets picked off Fish as well. Boy loses his life to the Ether and Eerie. Oh, and it's just an all-around. It's a buffet. With the scanning is coming in, they know they need to be aggressive, and everyone is just trading kills back and forth with Witness Gaming. Still with more player ads, with no Uber advantage. They are still having the point. They have people. They have key picks to keep them in the fight. W Corporation looks like they want to contest it with their Uber. Exactly what's happening. 60%. Toy, 25 HP. Staying alive. Break as well. Sawala gets moved. Air blasted. And the Toy Rebel doing all he can to stop this from happening. And the player ad is looking terrible for this, or it's looking great for the side of Witness Gaming. 1 minute and 7 seconds left on clock, and everybody has a 3-second respawn timer except the average. This is do or die, and they have 60 seconds to do or they die. And everyone from the side of Witness Gaming is up, and they have Uber. For the side of W Corporation, this looks bad, especially with DT locking out these doors as much as he can. Eerie getting picked off, but because DT is still alive, locking down these doors. 45 seconds left on the clock as well. They're doing anything that they can to go ahead and get outside of this point. Uber does get utilized, and Witness Gaming goes ahead and closes the round. 43 seconds left on the clock. A win, a game, and a dream. So quick. Oh my God, Rogue. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Woo! Wait a second. Let me think back. I'm pretty sure I called that the W Corp is going to push in like 5.5 minutes, but it's still going to be a Witness 2-0. I'm glad I read the script before we went live. What a relief.
Yeah, that was great. I had to read my script.
But wow, what a match. So yeah, I think, like, you know, when you lose that second point, it's like, you know what? Honestly, we have like almost 3 minutes to hold 3 points. The only way Witness wins is if they like get 1.5 points at a time, so to speak. So they got 3rd for free. They had a hard push 4th, but then got last almost for free. You know, to be honest, in my old age, I've seen it all before, and I'll see it all again. I would rather lose my medic than my engineer on payload defense like this. So I think when the W Corp lost Brand Molvik on 2nd, like, he could have just like ran to 3rd and set up there, but instead he stayed and committed without a medic into disad and all that. So, but then losing your engineer means you don't get set up on third because, you know, we're trying and it doesn't work. And then we start setting up on fourth, but they're already in with ad. So they really never got set up. Even on last, they got spawn camped. So basically, you lost your engineer on second and did not have a sentry gun for the rest of the round. So yeah, I think that was like very much one of those plays that kind of decides the fate of the team. But I mean, Witness Gaming played fantastic as well. Like to play that fast into last, say like, let's corral them into these doors and then use Uber at the last second. Really great call.
Oh, yeah, that gun just provides so much pressure and so much unstoppable. Even if you can destroy the gun in seconds, 0.5 seconds, it's the fact that even slight attention, that slight attention could have been a second, it could have been two. They could have kept that gun up. It doesn't even matter. But besides that, with not even besides that, with that engineer essentially losing their life every time, with Bramovic just dying every time, whole wave to be able to set up unstoppable force or in a penetrable fortress. At this point, we just have Witness Gaming just keep going forward, continue going forward. They pulled all the stops to be as aggressively as humanly possible, and they definitely did it, especially with 40 seconds left on the clock. What really screwed them over is that the side of W Corporation is that when they were on the fourth point, I believe, they were on that fourth point and they tried to refight that. It was an indecisive refight. You could absolutely tell, especially how that fight happened. They use the Uber from pit. They take the Uber all the way into them, so they have to because Poseidon's alive. You know, you don't want to take that risk of your medic being sniped or dropping Uber. They have to take that Uber all the way across. We have already wasted 3 seconds of Uber going all the way across to this point to go ahead and meet them. We put Toy at 35 HP, but because the team was basically just putting up this wall, the group wall, there's no way that could have been stopped. And because everyone was so spread out for the side of W Corporation, it's made it even more difficult to solidify a last hold. Because if you die at that point, bro, last hold is just the worst if you don't have anything set up. We saw that with this gaming. We had DT lockdown doors. We had Ether at the other door. We had everybody else on cart that pretty much wasn't an explosives class. So that was kind of insane.
3, 2.
Yeah, these stats, it looks like we're counting down in the round, but I'll just shout out some of the stats stick out to me real quick. The DT 500 DPM is more than 150 above the next person. By the way, the next is Flu Walrus. Both these people going 15-7, 14-7. Like Flu Walrus went nuts. Both snipers even. Vandy on only 1 death to Toys 4 is nuts. But I also want to just shout out DT got like not a lot of heals. Like Fuzzy got way more heals, and DT still top damage the server by like, you know, 1 1/4 or 1 1/3 over the next number. So like amazing stats. That's like a right justified stat line. Get barely healed and still top damage. Yeah, these players are playing great on both sides.
That's why I am in love. I am in love with Swiftwater because it doesn't matter who you are. If someone, I wouldn't say if someone can be better than you, but if someone has a really impressive offensive time that you just aren't caught, that you just aren't ready to go ahead and try to replicate or deal with in any way, shape, or form, get punished quick. But Witness Gaming basically punished a majority of the sets too that W Corporation kind of set up for them. They just basically took that and went by storm. Now what's going to be interesting here is basically have to do that again. And, you know, they did it roughly about 35 seconds faster than the side of W Corporation. So we know both of these teams are objectively fast, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but you know what I'm saying, bro? We basically know that both teams are objectively fast. They keep it below 6 minutes at least.
Yeah, it's almost bad for the mental, because once you start taking past the like 8-minute mark, 9-minute mark, you're like, guys, why are we throwing suddenly? You know, it's like we are better than this, and we have evidence that we're better than this. But anyway, quick SVS all the way, you know, from cart to the hold here. The only people basically taking contact here, except Average, gets caught up by Ether and Fish there. So yeah, pretty standard cart cap here. Very, very soft first hold from the W Corp. The most supple first hold. Really giving up nothing for it and backing up to second very comfortably.
No, 51 seconds isn't terrible. 51 seconds is, I mean, if you're not really doing like a first hold, yeah, that's pretty normal for the side of Swiftwater as well. But what's gonna be exciting to see is these people. Fish is dead, so they don't really have a lot of information to kind of work with. But I mean, it's first head of Uber. They go ahead and just kind of brute force it through. You see Blank going ahead and dying as well, but Melon actually staying alive, trying to get this kill on the Sawala, and almost did afterburn. If it wasn't the degreaser, the 3-tick damage would have killed Sawala. Darn it, damn the degreaser. I hate that weapon, but I love the degreaser stats. I love it. I love it. It is what it is. Blue Aurus goes ahead and dies to Eerie while typing the torture chamber in chat to Eerie as well. And Sawala getting picked off by Poseidon. Not too particularly want to see in this day and age.
Yeah, that's like the final form of torture. You're a spy in Highlander, and the enemy team would rather chase you than win. But here we go, a quick play out of Ether, going for the bomb out of Upper. The gun is so low, it does go down, okay. Blank now charging forward, doesn't skip a beat. He's on 30 HP, gets the pack, charging up and deploy. Okay, that's so lucky that forward's revved up. Fuzzy dropped down, taking the fight straight to Cart. 90% on Vandir, they don't have yet, but Average and Fuzzy just barely survived the onslaught.
A lot of key picks. Me being scared. Me don't like this scary. But regardless of that fact, we still have to see Witness go ahead and try to break in the second. Now, they could do the same thing again. Oh, it's Warabi! No! Getting picked off by Poseidon. If you're a Witness game fan, you're saying, yes, why? Poseidon, my king! For the line, this line is... Oh, and we do see the Uber out for main. Trying to see if we can just utilize the Uber. Use the Uber to get the gun. The Uber is reutilized from the side of the W Corporation. Doesn't look like any picture being taken up in any way, shape, or form. They do try to overextend just a tad bit for it, and now the Ubers are out of the way. We do see Ether also in top right, prime position while the fight is happening. Gonna come in where the chaos is really getting crazy. Melon goes ahead and loses his life. Brian gets picked off by Finch with Ether coming out from the window, getting a two-piece meal from Mickey Days. With Buzz as well, trying to see if he can clean up anybody before escaping, but dying at 2 blanks. And it's up to Average to see if he can turn a miracle. Oh, Baflu turning water into wine. Getting the pick on the toy, putting them in a disadvantage situation again. They did get the point. Doesn't matter at this point if you're with this game and then you lost a medic. You may be losing some disadvantage, but you got the point and you're continuing to pressure without your beam. This is the chaos factor at this point. No medic, no problem. My heals are, my damage is permanent, no problem. Coming into the spawn camp as DT, no problem. Stuffing the gun with my pyro, no problem. As we are starting to see the likes from W Corporation just try to take in from this situation. And we do start to see with this gaming reunite with Toy as well. Even though it's 40% app inside of W Corporation, it doesn't look like we're doing a great job contesting the people on upper height. We're just letting them, oh my God, I'm getting deja vu from this. It's almost like the Mori TF did this to me. Oh my goodness, but we are starting to see him get the third point as also Rogue. They let him get in from Einstein, and they just let them do whatever they want. They could not control the chaos. They could not control the situation, Rogue.
Yeah, first of all, what a sharp play from Witness Gaming that, like, yeah, those 3 people, like the Thorn in the side, really sold it, but wait, Blue Walrus on the toy in the transition, right as you're working from the 3rd to 4th, because, yeah, when they're like, all right, tell me what's in front of us, suddenly it's the threat from below is the one you got to worry about. Right, they're dropping like flies here. I mean, they lose Sawala, sure, but Melon, Eerie, it's nobody. Okay, Fish is it was on the wrong point. Everyone's gone. It's a free setup here for the defense. Wait, they're getting so active. Brian's forward, Flu is forward. They're moving up the gun. Yeah, this is like heads up TF2. I love this out of W4.
Oh, I love what I'm seeing. I love everything what I'm seeing. I love the games I'm watching. I love everything about this. My heart is healthy. My TF2 is healed. CF2 is healed. Poseidon just got picked by Brian. That was crazy. But you are starting to see a little bit. Esther tried to bomb into Poi, but it's getting out. You know what happens when you bomb into a heavy. You just get deleted, just like DG did by Brian as well with Blank. Getting a really good card time actually as well. That just does not even care about these people contesting them. The way he's kind of moving like clockwork right now. He sees so well as well. He's just getting card time. Oh, and he gets picked up by Brian officially, but he's kind of moving like clockwork. He kind of had some of that movement. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of insane. That was kind of stupid. No, it wasn't stupid. But we are seeing that both teams will be getting Uber. Now, if Witness Gaming and the crew wanted to, they could just go ahead and use this Uber, but like most teams are just gonna go ahead and plug walk right through the tracks. It doesn't matter if I got all these people on me, because I got Uber and we get immediately in. Uber ad is actually going to be beneficial for the side of W Corporation, but not a lot of people oppose. And Sawala looks like he's going to lose his life as well, but not before trading it with Rebel. But Ether is in like 007, like the sneaky agent, like the picked up fish is getting on the Brian, like the player ad that's Gaming currently has, like the pincer from Eerie and Poseidon and DT are going ahead and committing on Boy losing his life to Poseidon, and it's a last fight for the ages. It's a last point for the ages. And now, oh my God! Oh! Poseidon hitting them shits like it's just candy in his mouth. He already knows what he wants to do. It's like Eddie. That boy got jawbreakers, and it's 25 cents a pop. He's on ahead and getting the kill on the average as well. What's going on? He turning up, bro. This last point has to be solidified. But with this gaming has all the time in the world, along with the ad in the world, to make it possible.
Yeah, Toy DT, Blank working their way up the basically main tracks here. Into Toy, they're gonna get it, but wait, Melon and Avery are on the cart. Fist of Steel, the Reflect from Pyro, even Toy going for halftime, and there it goes. 7:15. Wow, that hold on second and fourth, I mean, that's really the only time that W Corp got on the clock, and it got them an even better hold than their first round.
Oh my God. Not only did mans get in the wide swing, I'm seeing a lot of sniper wide swings. All I gotta say is, if you main sniper, and if you're in the RGL chat right now, go ahead and pat yourself on the back. I'm so sorry. But if you do your Kovac scores and it's less than 100, not pat yourself on the back. Go back to playing Medic, back to playing pubs. This is competitive TF2. We don't allow a score less than 1,000 if you play sniper. That's just how it is. Sorry, I don't make up the rules. It's not me. It's not me who makes up the rules. But what I can tell you, bro, is that shit was crazy. Oh my God. Not only did we see an unstoppable force from Witness Gaming, but we saw pick, domino effect, pick, domino effect, pick, domino effect, at least 3 times. One crucial pick, one Heron Twitch, and the whole team exploded from the side of W Corporation. And now it's up to them to solidify a 7-minute and 15-second push.
2.
Yeah, here we go. This could be it. So it's first of 2 rounds. Anyone new to Highlander, new to Payload here. So round number 1 went in favor of Witness Gaming. Round number 2, we'll see what W Corp has to show for us. If they can cap in faster than, well, now 7 minutes left, then they're going to take round number 2. After bombing into Sawala. On defense, you don't see that one too often, huh?
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's first point. You gonna see some sillies, man. Some disrespects, man. Oh my goodness, this is insane. Oh my God. But 6 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock. If W Corporation wants to put up their W's and lock in, they need to get a pin. They need to get something crucial. The gun goes down. The height is free. Sawala is in. Blank is trying to stop. Blank is dying. The flames. Ryan is getting picked up, I think, because he's alone. He's by himself. Raw's trying to get a pick as well with Boy, but Witness Gaming is making them Witness Gaming. But after bombing the car as well, getting the pick on the average, just kidding, it's Eerie, and he's here to stay. He says, you're not taking my pick, you're not taking my kill. My kills pay the bills. I am your hit scan. Speaking of hit scan, Brian hit scans Poseidon into his death and is currently trying to regain the floor as Blake. Oh my God! You disgusting human! You, the man who has bastardized the scout class! The man who has just taken a 2v1 against people on the cart that can heal if you just stand on the cart! The immeasurable goal of this man! Go ahead and take it. But 5 minutes and 28 seconds left for the side of W Corporation, and they haven't even used Uber from upper. Bro, this is looking rough.
Yeah, what? Anyone just learning this map? Wait a second, is this a tunnel hole? Oh, they're wrapping around, no way. Oh, the cut is nowhere near to push stuff.
This is the tunnel. The Uber is out, and the pigs are plentiful, and they do the reverse tunnel hold, and they haven't even used Uber yet, but they're only 4 people alive. With the Rebel getting the force right on the band here, seeing if we can go ahead and clear out these people. It only looks like we're getting a Rebel and Ether with Eerie. Just kidding, dying as well. Average wants this kill, but Ether is doing everything in her power to protect her demo, and exactly that's it's exactly as the view prophecy foretold. The protection of my demo, my ancient demo. Poseidon channeling in all his spirit, all his energy to get the pick onto Brian. no room for this side of W Corporation, and it is looking quite drastic with average dipping almost below 100 health. He got the health back, it's okay. He got the health back. Blue got the pick on the area as well. Do not have a heavy, they do not have fish. There is not a lot of information to go around. Brian just get picked off with the side, getting picked off by Dope Flames as well. DT dying to Flames after trying to stop that cart, but Dope with the air blast saving the people, and an almost complete wipe from the side of Witness Gaming. And the thing is, they're not fast enough. They're not going to be able to deny these spawns, but with 5-second respawn timer, it's a wow! Oh! Melon! Melon! That was fire! That was fire! Okay! I see you, girl. Melon! Again! Buzz getting picked up by Poseidon as well. Witness Gaming does not want to stop making the team Witness Gaming. But W Corporation with the ad on block, with them in tow, getting the point capture. There's no Devilman to stop this point, and they're gonna get the cart. They do have to use the Uber as well. Erie's gonna die for that. But if you're thinking, oh, they use the Uber, it's okay. It's a situation. The player this ad, it's perfect. Erie was in a situation where not only was he couldn't stop the cart, but he managed to get the pull force out from Bandier. And in that motion, in that point, may solidify this round for the side of Witness if they play it right. Everyone from the side of Witness is trying to play it nice. Buzz, that charge getting a little bit too risky, Rogue. At this point in time, Ubers are even. Ether has died. There's a lot of ground to cover. And Brian, DT's dead. DT's dead. This is not what you want to see if you're a Witness Gaming fan. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock, and the Ubers are still dead even. Erie loses his life as well with the combination shot from Fluar's Fish though. Fish cam on the fish cam, getting prime information for his team. May walk in for the kill of a lifetime, the pick of a lifetime, if he does it right, if he times it right, with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left on clock, and he's moving slow. He's on Cloak and Dagger. He sees his targets. He knows exactly how he wants to carry it, but the side of W Corporation, they want to take this through. Dope gets picked up by DT. Nice traps. Rebel getting picked up by Blue Ross. No gun. Uber gets utilized from the side of W Corporation, while it hasn't even been used from the side of Witness Gaming. This is not what you want to see, especially if you're a W Corporation fan, but Witness Gaming still having Uber, still having pressure, and no NG as they just get their NG back with picks in favor, trying to force out this Uber. Toy with 50 HP and a dream she keeps on alive for her team. The Royal Guard has come back, and they are in full swing with 1 minute and 43 seconds left on the clock, Rogue. This is looking rough.
Yeah, barely any time left, but we have enough time for an Uber and, you know, a good couple dry fights in the meantime. There's a great one here on Swiftwater. You just, like, deathball on cart, get all 7 of your players except your medic and 1 friend, and have everyone just feed for the cart because the defense has to jump on it, and half of them will die for it. So look at this way. Yeah, here they go. Okay, not a lot of people, but the Uber does come out of defense. Fish and now calling in that ad saying, yeah, they're committing their medic way too close and committing not enough people forward to really warrant this Uber. So yeah, the easiest spy ad play call of Fish's career, but still, you know, expertly timed going in securing that frag. So now no Ubers on the board, 1 minute left, but wait, Witness Gaming charging forward, cleaning house here. We want to get that teleporter down. We want to clear out whoever's still alive.
But at this point, with this much time left on the map, there's no reason for you to stay on last if you have the opportunity to keep these people at bay and get these picks as they come into tracks. With 44 seconds left on the clock. But wait a second, picks are being formed. Picks are being formed. Blue Eyes, oh, Blue Eyes misses the stab, trying to see if we can get anybody else, but it turns into mass destruction right onto these tracks, right onto the field with 30 seconds left on the clock. Witness Gaming has not only brought to the knees of W Corporation, they have not only told them to pick, but they have told them to witness gaming because we're Witness Gaming. Do you understand? With 10 seconds left on the clock, not as much time, especially with a gun at last, and everybody else walking forward. 5 seconds left on this clock, and it doesn't look like we are getting a cap. We are getting a game in favor of Witness Gaming.
Brilliant play. Wow. Yeah, this, like, you really felt like they almost had it, right, for the W Corp. They're pushing all the right times, all the right places, everything like that. They get all the way to last with more than 2 minutes on the clock and an Uber, but, you know, we saw such like an old-fashioned kind of Uber out of the well, it depends on which perspective you're looking at, but basically that little staircase above where the defense combo holds, like, yeah, you just get air blast that whole time. Even with, again, there was no Uber used on last, and that kind of sealed it. But hey, 2 heads up plays, right? Number 1, take this ad play into them, even though we're holding last, trying not to get capped when the cart's 10 feet away from the goal. Second, man, for them to push all the way back out, like, we've won this, now let's convert that, like, we won this fight, let's convert that fight win into a round win, and flawless execution. They all charge forward. Amazing play out of Witness Gaming, and very much showing us why they're, I believe they would be the number 2 seed in playoffs, so given these results.
It is nice and very refreshing to see at the very beginning. It is one of the best feelings in the world. Have a team that you don't think can hold up to par immediately to, say, a high seed like Witness Gaming right now, to just put them back in reality check when it comes down to the times. But what is probably the best feeling though is when you're a team like Witness Gaming. Here you go, you're at this point where you're like, okay, I cannot underestimate this team. We have to play smart, have to be strategic. And that final, even that last push like that with Fish calling that everybody from the combo is too forward to call in and push, with him just being there on the pinch, going ahead and cleaning Vandir or more, puts in perspective for how smart these players are. How it doesn't, when it comes to mechanics, comes to technical, sure, but it goes to show how intelligent some of these players are when it comes to collapsing, when it comes to engaging one another, when it comes to taking dry fights and what your situation is, when it comes to looking at your own self and saying, can we take this fight? Do I want to risk losing this player? No, we're going to take the high ground, and we're going to sit here and give a plan and just sit back and do what we got to do. And tell you is, Dogs Rogue. Same.
Yeah, this I'm looking at the stats. I just looked at the combined stats, and Poseidon is top frag in the server by a lot. I'm like, I feel like we didn't see him anywhere in the scoreboard the first round. Nope, that's because second round he goes 19-6. What a stat line. I mean, Poseidon has been playing Highlander since, like, I mean, before I started, and has been playing consistently since. So he's pushing, like, getting close to his second decade playing Highlander here. And this veteran savvy, like, it's so valuable if they just hit the middle of the scoreboard. But for Poseidon to go off like this, he's killing it out here on the server, and, like, that's gonna take you so far. Like, even if you have a great offense, if you don't have enough of the pieces to work with, then what do? I mean, we even see Sawala now, like, 5 and 15. By the way, 2 of Sawala's frags in that last round anyway were on ice. when third was capped, just towards the end there, Sawala went to last, and then Ether fought Sawala and lost, and then waited 20 seconds to respawn. Ether comes back to fight Sawala on last again and dies again. So Sawala was just behind enemy lines, turning everyone around, buying space. It was worth it, but just a funny exchange that I enjoyed. Point is, yeah, these stats, I think, for the second half explain a lot more of what's going on now, because, yeah, Poseidon is at the top of the scoreboard. Next is DT, who is, like, yeah, such a stellar player here. I mean, both snipers really doing great. I mean, Poseidon having more kills, fewer deaths, but still both strongly positive. Even Poi actually kind of putting up some good numbers here on heavy. Like, yeah, this combo from the W Corp had a lot to show tonight, and I think they're a big reason why those offenses were so quick.
Definitely quick. Thing, I was not feeling the whole shebang. For times where there were just players kind of doing their own thing, roaming from the side of W Corp. And honestly, I'll be real, I believe that is reasons why they lost. Guarantee when this game, he was just playing a better game overall. You definitely can see that in some of the stats. But at first, it was a little scary, but towards the end, they really had to sit down and lock in. But, you know, a lot of these picks were just kind of playing position, or people are feeding a little bit too hard. Regardless of that, both teams still played a phenomenal game. Both teams still played absolutely phenomenal. It was a spectacle. It was a movie cinema. That I clap to you, because that game was 1 of 1. That was a fire game. But what this means is playoffs. Your Highlander playoff players are looking to be quite solidified. You know who else is solidified? No, I'm not doing that. Watch a regular show too much, bro. Good lord. Regardless, it's looking to be that your Highlander top 4 is looking to be secured, and it's looking to be pretty head to head, Mr. Rogue. It's looking to be pretty nasty, actually.
Yeah, yeah, let me see. So, like you mentioned, yeah, playoffs start next week. We've run through all the maps. We've run through all the, like, every team has played every other team, at least here in Invite. So, yeah, we have our number one seed is, I do believe, after this match, if my calculations are correct, I think it'll be the Goonman team as first seed and then Witness Gaming second, but they might actually, yeah, that seems right. And then after that would be Scortier and then the Best Bread. Oh, sorry, Scortier actually would be number 2. Interesting. Well, in any case, our top 4 are pretty solidified here. So this was the the W Corp way into playoffs again if a couple other things happen. But basically, we got the Best Bread, Scortier, the Chubbs team, and Witness Gaming here rounding out your Invite playoffs here in season 20.
Oh my goodness! And not only is, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If I see one map, if I see one steal, probably won't. We never won't. We never see steal in the playoffs. If I see one steal map in the playoffs, give everybody in the chat $1. Happen. Absolutely never gonna happen. If I see it, I give you $1. Does everyone get? But one thing that is gonna be interesting to see Rogue. Some of these, you know what I'm saying? It is gonna be, especially because if second and third seed game will probably be pretty hit. I'm excited to see Bread in playoffs too. I'm excited that, you know, whether it would have been W Corporation, whether it would have been Bread, whoever would have made it, whoever at the time before we knew, it would have been a phenomenal team regardless. I'm really excited to see how this team is going to go ahead and play, especially because I think this is, with Humphrey not playing for the team now, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Humphrey is in this one. And I remember last week, like when Humphrey came in, they're like, oh, this is like, we're really excited about this pickup. I'm like, all right, I guess we'll see. And then Humphrey was just the best. And then went in chat and said, I'm the best. So, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. Listen, if you want to take down the GOAT, then just play better. So yeah, I think Humphrey's got a lot to show for playoffs here. The rest of the Best Bread, yeah, is coming in hot with what we saw out of them last week. I am interested. I mean, apparently their time like in the first round was okay against the like the Goonman Chubbs Daniel team, but you know, then it kind of fell apart at the second half, from what I can tell. But in any case, yeah, I'm looking forward to them for sure, and yeah, really grateful to watch this match. This was a real fun one, and like, yeah, I'm so excited the level of Highlander we're watching that, like, anyone, you know, maybe just joining us, anyone at the divisions, you know, hoping to get to this level of Invite, yeah, you can see like so much of what inspires these plays, what are great defaults, what are star players, what are genius calls. Like, you can feel all of them happening on the server with how well coordinated and orchestrated all these players are. So yeah, thanks for watching. I had such a blast.
Not only it's more RGL action, some playoff gaming. Never Dolphin finds out which one we're doing. By we, I mean Dolphin, because he's the only one who can type in that the announcement channel besides maybe Exa. But regardless of the fact, we have more RGO gameplay this week. Tuesday, we got Franz J versus Global Clan and Sixes. Wednesday, we have Jiminy versus Ryotech on Wednesday, March the 12th. And on Thursday, we have The Cell versus Franz J. Curse of Hubert during that game. But Thursday, the match will be fire. It will be in dire. And it will be amazing. Not only will you also catch us next Monday for that action-packed Highlander with Rogue, the man, the myth, the legend, basically Kobe Bryant, basically LeBron James combined into one, with Dolphin on production and your boy Jay Money. Rogue, before we dip, have any shout-outs?
First I gotta shout out Dylan Brooks. Yeah, you listen to JPEG Mafia? He's like, if I was an NBA player, I'd be Dylan Brooks, but worse. Classic quote. But anyway, yeah, shout out Dolphin always. Like, thank you so much for putting together a fantastic show, making our lives as easy as can be. I'm not yet capable of complex thought. Someday I'll get there, I hope, but who knows. But in the meantime, you've made our job so straightforward, and I appreciate it every time. Yeah, I mean, cheers to both of these players too. Like, I think we didn't like. I really want to shout out. I think both of these spies, like Flu Walrus and Fish, played out of their minds. Like every play, every call, it felt like was so well inspired by these spy players, and so I want to give extra shout outs to them. Like if a play feels too good to be true, it's because the spies did that. So yeah, always giving credit where it's due. But yeah, cheers to also cheers to W Corp. Like what a great showing in this season of Invite. You killed it. I really all 9 of you. I'm so excited to see more from you. Cheers to next season.
Oh, and not only is it gonna be beautiful Highlander gameplay, it's gonna be only more Highlander gameplay. Big shout out to Dolphin and Rogue. Let me catch with you as always.